twilight of my rented room. The shadows dance on weary walls. Candle flickers, casting spells where silence brawls. Echoes of a jazz band seeping through the cracked window pane. Dusty bottles whisper secrets in the air, hang remnants of rain. Oh, I'm writing letters to a silent room again, heart full of whispers that only paper understands. Each word a heavy sigh, smoked in my soul's deep blues. These pages hold the echo of the love I just can't lose. Once laughter hung on every whispered midnight vow. Your ghost in every corner, can't escape it now. But seasons turn while promises softly frayed and tore. The taste of whiskey bitter doesn't warm my heart no more. Heart full of whispers that only paper understands. Each word a heavy sigh, smoked in my soul's deep blues. These pages hold the echo of the love I just can't lose. Our fallen dreams, time slips through my fingers just like moonlight beams. In this quiet sorrow I find my solace deep. Memories are the company I'm destined now to keep. So I'm writing letters to a silent room, my friend. Each line a faded memory where heartaches blend. Soft as a shadow, fading at the break of dawn. In the silence of this room, I'll love you till I'm gone. Oh, in the silence of this room, I'll love you till I'm gone. Dim lit room where the shadows dance, echoes of a jazz band playing chants, candlelight flickers casting tales on the wall. Here in this corner where nightfall sprawls, whispers of the past like soft distant rain, pulling in my heart the joy and the pain. Under the way you belong again, nestled in the echoes of might have been. Whiskey on my lips, ghosts in my bed, under the where my dreams are led. Back to you where my soul sees clear, in the smoky haze. Wish you were here. Something changed when the autumn left. You took the sunshine, left me bereft. The laughter faded, the music slowed, an empty glass where our love once flowed. Now every tune carries a trace of you, a bittersweet melody playing blue. Under the where you belong again, nestled in the echoes of might have been. Whiskey on my lips, ghosts in my bed, under the where my dreams are led. Back to you where my soul sees clear, in the smoky haze. Wish you were here. Rain taps at the window like your fingers on my skin. Memories flood, the floodgates give in. I'm standing in the downpour of what we lost. Love's high cost, oh, love's high cost. Under the way you belong again, quietly whispering of what might have been. Tears and whiskey blending with my prayer, under the where I find you there. In each shadow, each line of every song, under the where is where you belong. Under the where is where you belong. In the half light, where shadows start to fall, I find myself walking down the old town hall. The cobblestones whisper underfoot, tales untold, while the dusk cradles my heart, turning it cold. There's a candle flickering in a nearby window, like a lonesome signal. Where does its glow go? Here on the edge of farewell, my love, at dusk I'm sipping on sorrow, my heart's encased in hers. Each moment drips like aged whiskey down glass. Memories flare up, then fade into the past. Oh, the night sings of you in a slow, deep wail. I'm living on the edge of your goodbye, so frail. That old oak, where our names were once carved deep, now stands lonely. Its promises it couldn't keep. The laughter we shared now echoes that pain, like the soft, relentless tapping of autumn rain. You said love was forever. Each moment drips like aged whiskey down glass. Memories flare up, then fade into the past. Oh, the night sings of you in a slow, deep way. I'm living on the edge of your goodbye, so afraid. In the silence of this fading day, I hold a ghost dancing alone to the whispers of what I miss most. My soul tangled up in the breeze that once blew, carrying the scent of the dreams we once knew. Oh, the twilight, how it bleeds, hues of your eyes, leaving me with whispers, whispers of goodbyes. Here on the edge of farewell, my love, at dusk, I'm nursing the ache as nightfall dawns its musk. Moments suspended like smoke in cool air, fading yet so vivid and achingly bare. Oh, this dust knows the weight of our old song. On the edge of farewell, where my heart belongs. Here on the edge, where my heart whispers on. Candlelight flickers on these worn out wooden floors. The night's arms holding tight, the world softly ignores. Echoes of laughter once filling up the air, now just shadow dances in a chair that you once shared. Under the I'll survive you tonight. With each sip of whiskey, I fight the fading light. Memories like ghosts glide sadly right through. Under the I'll survive you, singing blues, feeling you. Rain taps the window like your fingers on my skin. That stormy night you left, the coldness settled in. The clock ticks heartbeats where your love used to lay. Underneath the silence, what's unsaid you took away. Under the I'll survive you tonight. With each sip of whiskey, I fight the fading light. Memories like ghosts glide silently right through. Under the I'll survive you, quiet fight under the I'll survive you fading out of sight. In the corner by the candlelight glows, velvet shadows and the soft scent of rose, golden whiskey whispers secrets so slow in the arms of silent room in smoke. Story lost in these glances, in the arms of silent room in shade. Once laughter lived here, bright as morning sun, echoes of a love that said we'd never be undone. The time told truths we couldn't outrun. Now I'm holding ghosts when the day is done. Here where the heartache softly dances, falling through memories like old romances. Each breath a story lost in these glances, haunted in the arms of silent room in smoke. Oh, the rain taps like a rhythm, blues on the window pane, a symphony of what was, whispering your name. Every droplet, every sorrow, every silent claim melds into the smoke where I hide my pain. Here where the heartache never ceases, in the quiet every broken pieces, echoes of you and the love that never releases. I'm held in the arms of silent room in smoke, fading like the last words we ever spoke. Candle flickers, shadows play on a barren wall, whiskey whispers in the corners of a midnight call. Velvet darkness wraps around my shivering soul in the arms of silent room. Tonight I lose control. Every echo is a memory sliding through the cracks. Love's old melody, how it fades to black in the silence of this room, where my heart beats tight. I'm held by shadows in the arms of night. Once laughter danced here by the fire's gentle glow, your eyes like starlight. Now where did that warmth go? Cold wind's arrival turned our summer into fall. In the arms of silent room echoes of love's last call. Every echo is a memory sliding through the cracks. Love's old melody, how it fades to black in the silence of this room, where my heart beats tight. I'm held by shadows in the arms of night. The clock ticks softly, a relentless quiet truth. The ghost of your touch, the fading scent of youth. A sip of sorrow with every breath I fight. Solitude's embrace in the quiet of the night. Every echo is a memory, now a gentle track. Love's frail melody in whispers comes back in the stillness of this room. Beneath the pale moonlight I find some peace in the arms of night, fading softly in the arms of silent room tonight. Golden sunsets, the rooms glow dim to blue. Old record spins, it's just me and the view. In the corner, empty chairs, whispers of the past, holding a tumbler where our memories are cast. Smoke curls from my lips, dances in despair. In the arms of ashes, nothing's left to share. In the arms of ashes, in my glass at dusk, the whiskey lays bare my heart, a hollow husk. Echoes of laughter, now tears in my eyes. Every sip's a memory where the old love lies. Wasn't it here? Your voice filled the air. Promises like smoke vanished into nowhere. The night you walked out, the rain whispered sins. Now it's just the echo of ice against the glass so thin. Each clink a reminder of what used to be. In this smoky bar, go sit drinking with me. In the arms of ashes, in my glass at dusk, the whiskey lays bare my heart, a hollow husk. Echoes of laughter, now tears in my eyes. Every sip's a memory where the old love lies. Candlelight flickers, casting shadows on the wall. Your face in the flames, I hear your distant call. A melody of sorrow poured from a bottle's lip. My heart dances alone on this long, lonely trip. In the arms of ashes, in my glass at dusk, love's bitter residue mixed with the musk. Here's to the silence where your laughter thrives. In the arms of ashes, I drink where we once lived, sipping on the echoes till the barroom's hushed. Shadow of my dimly lit room, where candles flicker like weary souls, I sit with my old guitar, pouring chords in a whiskey bowls. Outside, the rain tattoos stories on my window pane. Here I am, on the edge of self-reflection again. Oh, this silence loud as thunder, this heart torn asunder, memories flooding deep like rain, stealing the summer. I'm floating on the echoes It was one smoky night underneath that faded neon light. Your eyes found mine in the crowd, a sight so bright, but time's cruel, it never paused. Now all I hold is your ghost in the whispers of the past. Love's warmth turned cold and lost. Oh, this silence loud as thunder, this heart torn asunder. Memories flooding deep like rain, stealing the summer. I'm floating on the echoes of what could have been, on the edge of self-reflection again. And here's to the laughter that filled the midnight air, to the dreams we painted without a single care. Now they're just shadows dancing away in my mind, a ballet of what was, leaving reality behind. Oh, this silence loud as thunder, this heart torn asunder. Memories flooding deep like rain after summer's plunder. Here I linger in the whispers of what could have been, on the edge of self-reflection again. Fading slow like a candle's last defiant stand in the quiet night, on the edge of self-reflection again. In the flicker of a lone streetlight's gloom sits a shadow-clad figure, sipping on room temp perfume. Velvet night draped over worn-out bar stools, where echoes of laughter now hushed once ruled. My heart taps a slow beat to the rain, soft serenade, each drop a memory in this midnight masquerade. Whispers of done with you alone echo through the bones of this ghostly home. My lips part, but only shadows spill. Whiskey lies forget, but my heart never will. These walls have heard my silent screams, drowning in the river of our lost dreams. We danced on the edge where love meets fate, under the dim lights where our night would congregate. But morning found me with solitude's embrace, your side of the bed just an empty What changed, darling, in the blink of an eye? You left with the moon, didn't bother with goodbye. Whispers of done with you alone echo through the bones of this ghostly home. My lips part, but only shadows spill. Whiskey lies forget, but my heart never will. These walls have heard my silent screams, drowning in the river of our lost trees. There's a softness to the pain when I speak your name, like aged wine, bittersweet, but the taste is the same. Candles and flickers nearing its final glow. In the quiet, I admit there's nowhere left to go. Whispers of done with you alone, a soft echo fading where love once shone. Through tears and the smoke, I still see your eyes. A haunting melody I'll sing till I die. In the silence that follows, know this heart still yearns, burning softly forever, where the lone candle burns. In the flicker of candlelight, I see shadows dance on the wall. Empty room, a single glass. The spirits whisper a lonely call. Sad and smokiness fills the air, mingling with my long soft sigh. These old letters lying in the bar, ink faded as the years went by. Letters as to ashes in my glass alone. Each word a memory, every line a stone. This whiskey burns, but not like your gold. These tears, they fall as the night draws on. Once laughter echoed where silence reigns, a ghost in every corner hides. Your promises now just smoke rings, drifting in the low tide. How the storms of your departure left my sky permanently gray. With each sip, I'm sifting through the ruins of yesterday. Letters to ashes in my glass so cold. Your words, my warmth, in the stories they told. The whiskey's a river where our dreams used to swim. Good night. forever be.
There's a sound in the pavement.
Girl in my mind, in a smoky room, under a flickering neon light, I found myself at midnight, holding memories tight. Rain taps on the window with a rhythm so slow. Echoes of laughter from a time I used to know. On the edge of unshaken love, here in my mind, dancing with ghosts on the floor left behind. Whiskey burns slow as the heartaches unwind. Every sip a whisper of you that's entwined. Once laughter flow like the river meets the sea, then silence fell. Now it's just the shadows and me. Your words used to warm me like the sun's gentle kiss. Now they're just echoes in the abyss. On the edge of unshaken love, here in my mind, dancing with ghosts on the floor left behind. Whiskey burns slow as the heartaches unwind. Every sip a whisper of you that's entwined. There's a solace in the pain, a beauty in the blue, in every note of our forgotten song. I find a clue. But tonight the music plays only for one, as I sway along until even the melody's done. On the edge of unshaken love, soft and refined, echoes of what was in the corners of my mind. Whiskey's warm fading as night takes its claim, leaving just candlelight whispering your name. On the edge of unshaken love, here in my mind, I hold on to the night, to the love left behind. like weary souls. I sit with my old guitar, pouring chords into whiskey bowls. Outside the rain, tattoo stories on my window pane. Here I am on the edge of self-reflection again. Oh, this silence loud as thunder, this heart torn asunder, memories flooding deep like rain stealing the summer. I'm floating on the echoes of what could have been, on the edge of self-reflection again. It was one smoky night underneath that faded neon light. Your eyes found mine in the crowd, a sight so bright, but time's cruel, it never paused. Now all I hold is your ghost in the whispers of the past. Love's warmth turned cold and lost. Oh, this silence loud as thunder, this heart torn asunder, memories flooding deep like rain stealing the summer. I'm floating on the echoes of what could have been, on the edge of self-reflection again. And here's to the laughter that filled the midnight air, to the dreams we painted without a single care. Now they're just shadows dancing away in my mind, a ballet of what was, leaving reality behind. Oh, this silence loud as thunder, this heart torn asunder, memories flooding deep like rain after summer's plunder. Here I linger in the whispers of what could have been, on the edge of self-reflection again. Fading slow like a candle's last defiant stand in the quiet night, on the edge of self-reflection again. Under the flicker of a lone street light's glow, silhouettes dance in slow shadows of the past. Whiskey whispers on the breath of the night, echoes of laughter and tears that we cast in the arms of our survival alone, holding tight to the ghost of your embrace. The night air fills with our forgotten song. I'm draped in solitude's cold silken lace. The room where we loved, now silent and and lingers like smoke from a gone-out spark. Memories heavy like rain through the trees, falling softly on pillows where you used to be. In the arms of I'll survive you alone, holding tight to the ghost of your embrace. The night air fills with our forgotten song. I'm draped in solitude's cold silken lace. Time's cruel jest, the heart's unending test. I sip the bitter brew of aching jest. Through tears and years, till love beyond the fears, whispering to the stars, drying my tears. In the arms of I'll survive you alone. A whisper faint, my strength in the unknown. Silence holds the echoes of our tone. In the arms of I'll survive you I've grown, fading out like the last candle's light. In the arms of I'll survive you. Good night. When I saw unshaken love in my mind, velvet shadows dancing slow, my heart's playing those old records low, spinning tales of love from long ago. When I saw unshaken love in my mind, tangled up in the roots of time, burning fierce yet gentle and kind, is the kind of love you never find. Whiskey whispers on a lonely night's breeze, memories falling like autumn leaves. You were the storm that brought me to my knees. Now you're just a ghost in the midnight tease. When I saw unshaken love in my mind, tangled up in the roots of time, burning fierce yet gentle and kind, is the kind of love you never find. Oh, how the rain speaks your name in every drop, a fragment of a flame. Underneath the stars, nothing remains the same except the echo of your voice calling me again. the dream I dreamt. Oh. In the dim glow of the last bar's candlelight, rain taps a solo on the old window pane. I sit soaking in the smoky whispers of the night. Every puff of breath sketching your name. These whispers of where you belong in my mind. Soft echoes that dance in the chambers of my soul. Their shadows flickering unrefined in every corner where your laughter used to roll. The night you left, the sky was a bleeding red. Whiskey was my solace, my silent bitter friend. Your ghost in every song around each corner we once tread. In the aching spaces between notes where our dreams descend. These whispers of where you belong in my mind. Soft echoes that dance in the chambers of my soul. Their shadows flickering unrefined in every corner where your laughter used to roll. But in the quiet of the after hours I find a truth heavy as the night begins to uncoil. No drink, no cry, no melody can unwind the threads you've woven deep into my soul's toil. Whispers of where you belong in my mind. Now just hushed memories in the folds of the night. A soft lament for love that's been resigned, fading slowly like the last bar's dying light. Neon flickers, rain taps softly on the glass, smoky whispers, shadows merge and then they pass. Bartender sigh, polishing a dream or two, all alone, eight behind the bar in blue. Oh, these silent walls have stories they could tell of loves lost and found in this midnight well. Each pour a memory, each glass a silent scream. Here at 2 a.m. where life's a forgotten dream. There was a love draped in the jazz from the stage, laughter spilled like liquor. Love was just an age, but the music stopped, as did the heart that once I knew left me behind the bar at 2, draped in blue. Oh, these silent walls have stories they could tell of loves lost and found in this midnight well. Each pour a memory, each glass a silent scream. Here at 2 a.m. where life's a forgotten dream. Now the clock hands dance to the tune of regret, echoes of the footsteps that I can't forget. Moonlight streams on the bottles like tears they reflect. Every sip a sorrow, every silence a reflect. So listen to the heart that beats soft in the night, amidst the empty chairs and the fading light. Here the world slips away, just the blues and me behind the bar at 2 a.m. where I'm finally free. In the flicker of a low candle's end, the shadows dance on the walls of this old bar. Rain taps a slow waltz on the window pane. Here I am under the midnight blue vibe. Under the midnight blues, my heart sings a soulful tune. Whiskey warms my lips, but not the coldness in my room. Every note drips with the pain of what we lost. Under the midnight blues, I can't but words fell silent as the laughter died away. Now only echoes of you in the glass remain. Under the midnight blues, my heart sings a sorrowful tune. Whiskey warms my lips, but not the coldness in my room. Every note drips with the pain of what we lost. Under the midnight blues, I count the cost. Oh, the night knows my secrets, it whispers your name. Each gust of wind, a memory, each silence reclaims the ghost of your touch, a distant refrain. Under the midnight sky, nothing's the same. Is where my broken soul will rest. Under the midnight blues, feeling weightlessly oppressed as the candle burns out so softly, so faint. Under the midnight blues, I whisper goodbye, no restraint. Jazz bar where shadows weave through the smoky air. I sit with a glass reflecting faded stars. Whiskey echoes the words that weren't there. Dancing with what I couldn't say at dusk, twirling alone with my unsent letters. Each step a story dipped in twilight musk, waltzing with ghosts in my silent fetters. You and the sunset parted ways too soon, leaving cold coffee in a half-filled room. Under the crescent moon's melancholy swoon, our love whispered goodbye, a soft somber tune. Dancing with what I couldn't say at dusk, twirling alone with my unsent letters. Each step a story dipped in twilight musk, waltzing with ghosts my silent fetter. And oh, how the rain speaks to my old blues, tapping out regrets on my window pane. And each drop of memory I can't refuse, melodies of you that I can't regain. Still dancing with what I couldn't say at dusk, spinning slowly with my unsent letters. Each turn a chapter closed in twilight's husk, with my ghost quietly where love once fettered, fading out like a candle's last flickering whisper. In a dim lit room where shadows dance upon the floor, lost in the haze of smoke and whiskey lore, the jukebox plays our song, but it's a hollow tune, like echoes in a well gone too soon. My heart dressed in sorrow's deep velveteen, under the moon's watchful glare, so serene, when I saw memories of you no more, felt like the sea retreating from the shore, an empty glass where once your love did pour. I'm clinging to the ghost of before. We used to chase the dawn with laughter in our eyes. Now I'm conversing with shadows under stormy skies. Your jacket on the chair, still carrying your scent, a reminder of the days we came and went. Turned around one morning and you were gone, left with nothing but the right to be wrong. When I saw memories of you no more, felt like the sea retreating from the shore, an empty glass where once your love did pour. I'm clinging to the ghost of before. So here's to the silence where your voice used to be, dancing alone in the arms of memory. Each step a shadow, each turn a bittersweet pause, clinging on to a cause that never was. When I saw memories of you no more, every tear fell like a rain echoes of you I can't hear anymore. When I saw memories of you no more, just shadows in my heart as the candle dims its core, whispered good nights where love tries to implore. Silent songs play on when I saw memories no more. Under daylit rain, where the whiskey pours like rain, silhouettes dance in the flicker of a solitary flame. Echoes of a sultry sax, painting blue my weary sighs. Lost in the haze where the truth dresses up in lies. Under the what I couldn't say in smoke, my heart whispers secrets it never spoke. Every puff a story swirling in the gray. Love's old echoes drifting and fading away. You left with the dawn, the night still clinging to your skin. Promises shattered quietly where once a ring had been. The laughter we shared, now just ghosts in the mist, clinging to dreams by your shadow kiss. Under the what I couldn't say in smoke, my heart whispers secrets it never spoke. Every puff a story swirling in the gray. Love's old echoes drifting and fading away. Now I sit here nursing the coals of what was, the ember of your memory, the fire that once caused such a burn so deep it turns ache to art. Each note a tear, each word a part of my heart. That I close in a midnight stroll. Here in the silence of what might have been, I find the courage to love soft fade in the grave.